Hey there, Janae with Palin Projects here, and in this video I am going to be starting up my pepper plants. I am about 2 weeks later than I was last year in starting my pepper plants. A couple reasons for that. One, life. Two, I want to have less maintenance on these this year, so I don't want them to get as big or have to up pot them and whatnot. We'll see how it turns out for me this year. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we'll go back to doing the thing, what we did last year. So trial and error here. The other thing that I'm going to do this year that I haven't done in years past is I am going to use soil blocks. And that is another reason why I'm hoping that I don't have to up pot this year. I'm only going to up pot the items that I have been requested to grow by individuals. So in order to transport these plants to them, I will up pot them probably a week prior to me seeing them so that they, can grow roots and everything. And the up pot isn't in vain, basically. So yeah, I just have a couple orders from family and friends. And since I have the seed, I am more than willing to help them out. So I am growing quite a few varieties of peppers this year. More varieties than what I grew last year. I didn't have a couple things last year that I thought I did, and then I'm cutting back on some, and I'm trying to label better so that I actually know what I'm planting and I get to plant out in my garden what I'm starting, because I'm going through a couple of these seeds that they're open, so I know I planted them, or I started them last year, but they didn't make it into my garden. So I am trying to be more resourceful and less wasteful this year in planting my garden layout, and then my seedlings. And I'm hoping doing the soil blocks and not having to up pot will also help me with cut down on the waste. I feel like when I have to harden them off and I'm moving them in and out, or I'm up potting them, I lose track of the varieties and what is dying, what needs attention. So yeah, let's just get into a couple. I'm not going to read off all of the good details of these. I've done it in videos past, so if you want some more detail around these, check out those videos. It's usually labeled like my 2022 seed haul or something to that effect. So I have 3 different varieties of bell pepper. One is a sweet pepper, California Wonder Bell, and then a Keystone Resistant Giant. I'm planting 2 seeds in each soil block this year, and I will try and save the seedling that I thin out if I can, just so that I'm not wasting. Again, trying to cut down on the waste. So if I can save the seedling, great. If I can't, I can't. I don't know if it'll be easy to do with these peppers. It's a little easier to do with tomatoes. I feel like tomatoes, you can be a little more ruthless, and they hold up to the little bit more aggressive care. I feel like peppers are like, I'm allergic to tap water. But we'll see what happens. If I can save them, I can save them. If I can't, I can't. But like I said, I do have a couple orders, so I want to try and save as many as possible. So I'm, maximizing my garden as well. So to start us off, I'm going to be starting 3 different types of bell peppers. I'm going to do 2 soil blocks of the Keystone Resistant giant ones, and then 1 block of each of these. So it's a sweet bell pepper, just kind of a generic one. It says Kaleidoscope Blend, and then the California Wonder Bell. So again, just regular old bell peppers. I am splitting a row of soil blocks with the habaneros. I didn't have any requests for the habaneros this year, so these are solely for me. habanero, orange, and yellow. And then I'm going to do a full row of serranos. I think I had one serrano plant last year. I don't even remember what we did with the peppers. Yeah, I don't remember what we did with them. I'm going to do a row of pepperoncinis. As you guys know, I did quite a bit with the pepperoncinis last year in preserving, so I'm going to attempt to do that again this year. A review of my canning pepperoncinis is coming. So, sweet bananas, I did can these as well, so we'll have just a whole canning review video coming. I have 3 new varieties that I'm going to grow this year. I think they're new. And then one that I'm pretty sure I started last year and I didn't have in my garden. So, I don't know. This one, I could have swore I started this one last year and it never got planted out. So, it's the large red cherry. Yeah, I wanted to give this one a try again. I heard these are great, but want to pay a little bit closer attention to this one. This is a new seed. This is an early jalapeno. I'm hoping I did a whole row of, or I'm going to do a whole row. I have it marked out to do a whole row of the jalapenos because I want to do cowboy candy, and it's basically a candied jalapeno, pickled jalapeno. So I'm planning on doing a whole row of soil blocks of the jalapenos. I don't think I did cayennes last year, but these I'm going to do a whole row of cayennes for cayenne pepper. And then this next one I'm pretty excited for. I'm going to do a whole row of nadapinos. So the reason why I want to do the nadapinos is I want to try the cowboy candy without the spice, because that's what a nadapino is. It has the flavor of a jalapeno but without the spice. So I want to try it with the cowboy candy without the spice, so that with the nadapino. And then I have a lot of family members that don't enjoy heat, like spicy foods, and we have kids that don't necessarily enjoy spicy foods. Our daughter calls it sour. It's sour. That's what she calls spicy things. I don't know why. It is what it is. But I want to, have these for them so that they can still enjoy like jalapeno poppers or salsas, stuff like that. You don't necessarily need the jalapeno flavor in salsa, but it's nice to have. So. Those are my pepper varieties for this year. I'm hoping I'm not too late, but yeah, I'm gonna plant them and see what happens. So let's get into it. So quite the flat of peppers that I have here. I'm going to put a humidity dome over the top, place them on a heating mat, and they're going to be under my grow lights just because that's what I have set up. And I'm not going to shut my grow lights off just because I have peppers germinating under them. They don't necessarily need light to grow, but as soon as they germinate, they do need light in order to grow. So one thing that I learned about soil blocks last year is I tried to do 5 in a row, and it didn't allow for the water to flow. So basically what I do is I just fill the bottom of these trays up to water them once they get going. So that's what I really like about the soil blocks is, they're a little bit more easy going with the watering. I just basically flood the bottom of the tray. The soil block wicks up the moisture and waters the plants instead of having to overhead water everything. So yeah, I think that's it for my peppers this year. I'll keep you guys updated as they grow and when I plant them out. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll see you in the next project. Thanks. Bye.